Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Today I want to tell you about, in my opinion, the number one most foundational, important principle to set you up for email marketing success. And I can tell you from experience, we've looked inside probably over 200 accounts now in the last 4 years. If you don't adhere to this rule, then the whole account just goes into chaos. And there's multiple reasons why this happens. So what am I talking about? It's maintaining a single list. Inside your ESP, I don't care if you're using Klaviyo or something else, 99% of the time you want to have a single source of truth. So you see this here, this is a list, and you can see segments are different, they're built off this list. Lists tend to be static by nature, so contacts go into the top of them and they're like a filing cabinet that holds all the data. Segments are built dynamically off lists based on behavior. For example, people who've opened an email in the last 90 days, people who've placed an order, but you're pulling this information out of this. I use the filing cabinet analogy. So you have all the information organized and you go, hey, I want to see everyone who's opened an email in the last 90 days. Cool. Here it is. I want to see everyone who's placed an order twice over all time. Cool. Here it is. You're pulling it from this central repository of very clean, organized data. If you have multiple lists, so say for example, someone's going through the checkout, they place an order, they go into your newsletter list. If somebody signs up to a sign-up form, they're going in your pop-up or promotions list. And then someone goes through the sign-up footer and they're going into the footer list. You cannot organize that data in a clean and efficient way. And there's 4 key elements on why this is so important. Number one, it's very difficult to build segments off multiple lists. Where's the single source of truth? Where are you pulling the information from? When you have a single list, it's very easy to build cohorts from that single source of truth and then look at the data and analyze it. List hygiene, you cannot maintain proper list hygiene if you have multiple lists. It's impossible. You'll have profile duplication, you can't segment on a campaign level efficiently, and if you have tons and tons of lists, then ultimately you're just not going to be able to cleanse out bounced emails very well, spam traps, etc., because you won't know where the single source of truth is. Which list do you want to clean and keep healthy? It's almost impossible. The third aspect, which I have a quick graph to show you, is reporting. So tracking list growth is very important for any email marketer. You can see here, this is my own personal newsletter, and the list growth is very easy to track, and you can see the sign up source here. So you can see which ones are most effective in driving leads month on month, and just the overall list growth very holistically is easy to analyze. So this is how you should be pushing contacts in the account. They should be going into this centralized list, and then you should be segmenting by sign up source here based on where they come from. Is it the pop-up? Is it the checkout? Is it the news letter footer, etc.? It should all be segmented by sign-up source going into a single list. The last, I'll just give you a quick example of this. You can see here, source API. So you would want to build off that main newsletter list and then segment by source, which is down here. The last element to consider is your deliverability. So again, if you are working off multiple lists, you're going to have a bad sense of reputation because you can end up emailing the same emails that are unengaged if you're working off different lists. And the reason for this is, again, is you end up with profile duplication when you manage multiple lists. So having everything in a single source of truth has multiple benefits. Number one, list growth. You'll be able to track it holistically. Number two, data management. You'll be able to very cleanly organize your data and segment off that. Number three, your reporting. Having a single source of truth allows you to report across segments and cohorts very, very easily. And number four, deliverability. So if you're maintaining a single list, you're able to clean it very efficiently. You can allocate resources to managing that list. and this will in turn lead to a good sense of reputation with the inbox providers. Hopefully this helps. There is very rare occasions when you might want to use multiple lists, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. For the sake of simplicity, always keep a single list, always use that as a source of truth, and build everything off that centralized repository of clean data. Hope this helps. Any questions, let me know.